All right, welcome back to another video. So I did make another video in the series for Lewis Rossman's guide on a sovereign cloud network. But I accidentally, due to my keyboard acting up, I accidentally showed a password, so I just scrapped the whole video because it was kind of uneventful anyways. So all I talked about in the video really is the places the parts of the guide I'm going to skip. I'm going to skip quite a lot of the guide because it really doesn't make sense for just a regular person to do things like self-manage their own email. Really, you'd only want to do that if you were doing like bulk email campaigns, sending a lot of emails every day, every month for the purpose of like a business, a newsletter, something like that. I just really don't need to do that, I think. I would do it anyway, but it costs about $15 a month. It'll cost 60 if you want to receive emails from it. And that kind of tells you right there like how unusual of a service it is. Why would you pay $15 a month to not even be able to receive any emails? Well, because it's for a special case. So it's all about being able to send out emails in bulk. Basically, yeah, so like I guarantee you, so like a lot of it's not for me. The other thing, the part I'm gonna skip is um,
All right, welcome
let's
back.
see here.
Let's tell you a little
So
bit more.
the other thing I'll skip is the phone stuff. This is another thing where it says in the so self just like with self-managed email, this will be high maintenance, low reward, and is a very bad idea. And then like anything worth doing. But the thing is, this is another thing where I would go from not paying for my phone to paying for my phone. So you have to buy uh, uh, you have to buy a phone number. So it's pretty cheap. It's charged per call, and by the end of the year you'll probably end up paying well under $100, probably even well under $10. But it's just I'm trying to keep my costs low, and I just don't want to, so I'm not going to. All right, so then the other thing I skipped is the camera system. I also skipped Home Assistant to control my air conditioners. This I might come back to because I've got some smart plugs that I could add to there. What I didn't skip was replacing Google Drive, Photos, Docs, Sheets, and Keep. So I have that bookmarked here so that they show up under my documents here. So they're under the common folder, local storage. Now there's a little bit of a problem. Um, it so the problem is that for some reason my Gmail is now like super saturated. And most of my Gmail is like junk anyways. I mean, there's some archival things that are kind of important there. And there are some messages I don't want to lose. But something is happening where my Gmail is getting saturated. I think it might have to do with this. There might be something going into my Gmail from my phone that is saturating my Gmail. But the thing is, like when I like because it gives you cleanup options. So I don't know. It's just so odd. It like doesn't work. Like something, yeah, and then there's no thumbnails too. So like something went wrong with this step. There's no thumbnails. It takes too long for images to load up. And yeah, it's just not a very good service. Um, so yeah, that's the phone. I'm also gonna skip. the Bitwarden password manager because this is another thing you've got to pay for. And I'm pretty happy with Google Password Manager for now, so I'm not going to go from not paying to paying. And this is another thing where he says it's just a bad idea. There's no reason to do this. Okay, so the one I'm not going to skip is the ZFS for data storage. I want a lot of data storage. I have 3 drives here, so I'll have 6 terabytes of data storage, which would be awesome. So I'll definitely be doing this. And in the video I scrapped, I actually started working on this a bit. So I entered. So I tried to do the data analysis to see if my drives are reliable or not. But my drives weren't in the data analysis. Um, so the next step would be to plug my drives in. Um, but I can do all these commands here without them being plugged in yet. It's once I get to this step 3 command where they have to be plugged in. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be on dot .2. So let me do that. I'm going to run these commands on dot .2. And this is where I accidentally gave my password away on the video I had to scrap. There we go. Looks good. So let's run these commands on dot .2 and then go from there. All right, so here we are. So here's the commands to run. All right, and the website itself is very difficult to run in the browser. There might be some sort of hack I can do to, for instance, just download the page and run it offline, something like that. But for now, I'm just dealing with the frustration. Um, I'm decent at dealing with frustration, so let's do that. All right, I'll need to enter in my sudo password, which could, with the mouse and keyboard not working reliably, might expose my password. So hopefully that doesn't happen this time. Let's see. Okay, so there's my password prompt. So I'll try typing it in. All right, there we go. I didn't expose my password this time. Perfect. All right, so now we're gonna install it. Okay, ZFS should load automatically. So yeah, we see the process is running there. Um, yep, so there we go. So next step would be configure the system for ZFS. So we don't need this is just configuring the system. We don't need the drives in there yet. Okay, so we got to open up this file with an editor. We're going to use Nano. And we're going to add these 3 lines at the bottom. This will limit the usage to 50% of RAM. But we have to wait for the keyboard to start working. Well, in this case, since we're not dealing with passwords or anything, let's just do the on-screen keyboard. There we go. There we go. And keyboard's not working, so we'll use the on-screen keyboard. Perfect. Okay, so next, so that was the right file. Yep, everything, right path. So now we're going to apply the settings. Keyboard's not working, so we'll use the on-screen keyboard. All right, perfect. Then we're going to set up automatic module loading. Still don't have the keyboard, so we'll use the on-screen. Okay, and then we need to add this line ZFS to it. There we go. Control X, Y, and enter. All right, so now we need to make sure that the install worked. So here's a quick check of the commands. We're going to do each of these commands to see if it worked. All right, and we'll use the on-screen keyboard because my keyboard still doesn't work. So it says no data sets available. The command itself worked, so I don't know if that's a good outcome or not. Okay, now the mouse doesn't work. Usually when the mouse doesn't work, then the keyboard does. Typically they don't both not work at the same time, but it does happen. Yeah, so at this point, neither of the... Okay, there we go. No pools available, so I think that's a good sign. Yeah, both commands should work, though they'll show no pools yet. So best practices: set vm.swappiness equals 1. Use swap only when necessary. Keep around 1 GB of RAM per 1 TB of storage for basic usage. Use separate boot drive from ZFS pool. Set up notifications if something dies. We'll cover this later. Plan regular scrub schedule. All right, so we'll do that. Those will probably be in the guide later. I don't know if we set this VM swappiness, but maybe we'll do that later. So now the next step is to identify the drives that you plugged into the system. I haven't done that yet. I'm planning to use 3 drives for this, but I haven't plugged them into the system yet. I might need to power the system down in order to plug them in, might be a whole thing. None of these services might not come back up if I do that. So let's clean up what we got here. So we've got a very corporate sounding audio track. So we are in an office right now, having a good time. Corporate culture's quite fantastic. Everything about our business is wonderful. And yeah, so let's get rid of that. Just kind of don't really need it. Um, we've also got an example form. It looks like we've got, yeah, this is cool. So you can make forms as well. So postgraduate certificate. So yeah, you can make forms, official looking forms. So let's get rid of that. Uh, some of them you can't delete for some reason. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can delete that. Then we get an example of a spreadsheet. This is cool. So we get a lot of good spreadsheets here, but it's pretty much just like Excel. Okay. Yeah, some of them you can't, there's no delete button. For some reason you can't delete everything. Maybe because it's checked or unchecked? Is that why? So now it's unchecked, so I'll open this. Okay, so now it's checked, so I'll open it again. Yeah, sometimes you can't delete things. It's so strange. Oh, okay, there we go. I right clicked on it. Here's another very corporate. Yeah. This is how only Office sees themselves. Like this is yeah. That might be the actual developer of Only Office. Notice the man bun hairstyle. All right, sorry about that. I know it's painful. All right, so next one is oh, this is so they this is so cool. They have PowerPoint as well. Yeah, okay. This makes it all worth it because now I basically have Microsoft Office on my computer. This is really cool. So Native Americans put a tomahawk on the ground in the rivals. How they throw the challenge. So threw a glove. Sent a single. Oh, I've seen a lot of these shells. I've seen these shells before. I can't. Oh, my keyboard still doesn't work. That could be a problem later. Sent a polite note with the challenge. Clattered their guards against Sheath to attract rivals' attention. Oh, this is funny. Office Plankton in the 21st century send emails with the challenge subject to their competitors. CC anyone they want to. So only Office stands for peace. Very nice. So I will delete this. Oh, see, they can't all be deleted. It's so weird. Here's a sample. Oh, it can't be deleted because I have it open, I think. All right, so here's a document. Present the first. Yeah, sample chart. Get rid of that. Man, it's so strange that you can't always get rid of it. Oh, here's a delete button. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Good. Good. So yeah, so let's add a spreadsheet. So we're gonna add a spreadsheet to this. And then let's go to the Odin project, which I've done before, and my keyboard still doesn't work, so we'll use the on-screen keyboard. Okay, yeah, so the Odin project here. So full curriculum. I think foundations is where it is. Yeah, so this getting hired course, I went through this in full on my channel. So we have to, so they, yeah, so collecting job leads, qualifying job leads. So they recommend a spreadsheet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, organization. So here's an example of a spreadsheet. So yeah, they want a spreadsheet. Uh, so let's make that now that I have this. Uh, let's just open all of these. Yeah, I should have a website by now too. All right, so let's see if there's a spreadsheet. I thought there was a spreadsheet in this. All right, so leave that one up. Craft a narrative. Building your personal website. All right, so this is it. This is where you, yeah, a spreadsheet is highly recommended. Keep track of not just the jobs themselves, but also their websites, any connections you'll have to the company, a log of your activities. So have a separate column for each must-have criteria, binary true false. So this is what we're going to do. It's going to say, okay, yep, perfect. So this will be it. So this will be job leads. job. Oh, and we don't have my keyboard anymore. That's okay. So capital J underscore uh, student lowercase. I think lowercase looks better. All right. So let's see if okay. Well, that's not. Oh, right, because my keyboard doesn't work. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is really good. Okay. So yeah, let me add some. I've got 5 tabs open for jobs. So now I'll be able to close these tabs. Okay, we'll use the on screen. Perfect. Close this now. Yeah, they're all different numbers, so we did that successfully. All right, 2 more. Okay, there we go. Cool. I wanted to make sure that I had that. Save it. Automatically saves. Okay. There. So, okay. Now I've got my job lead spreadsheet there. Yeah, everything looks good. So, um, okay. All right. So, yeah, I think that's all I want to do for this video. As I said, I will be doing ZFS for sure, but for now, it's gonna require me opening up my case and putting in the drives. So that might mean that I have to power down my system, which might be a whole thing. So I'm going to do that in another video. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and see you after I have my drives inserted.